Hey there, and welcome to a new video. In today's session, we will solve a tricky SQL interview question. So, the gist of the question is detecting product sales anomalies. So, we are given a table of product sales, and the table name is called sales underscore products. Now, we have to identify the products that were sold on two or more non consecutive days. That is, here we have to understand we are not trying to find the product which are sold on consecutive days. Instead, we are trying to find the product that were sold on two or more non consecutive days, meaning they had a gap of at least one day between the sales. That is, the product sales should be having a gap of more than 1 days between their sales. Now for that we have created a table which is the sales underscore product table. Let us curate the table and see the schema. So here is the table which has got sales ID, product ID. This is the sale date column based on which we are going to do the transformation. Then we have got a quantity column. Now based on this sales product table, we have to identify the product from the product column. That is the product ID column, which are the product that were sold on two or more non-consecutive days. Now the expected output I have created in Excel. Let us take a look at that. So here is the expected output, and this is the same table which we now show in SSMS. Now let us take an example from the expected output, that is product ID 101. And now when we compare the product ID from the expected output with the input table, we can see that corresponding to product ID 101, we have three records. That is sale ID 1, 2 and 3. And when we go through the sale date corresponding to product ID, we have sale happening on 1 3 2099, then 2 3 2099, and then there is a sale happening on 5 3 2099. And when we go through the three different sale date, we can see that there are sales happening on non-consecutive days. That is, one sale happened on 2 3 2099, and then another sale is happening on 0 5 3 2099, which are non-consecutive days. Hence, this should be part of the output. That is, 101 should be part of the output. Now, when we go through product ID 102, we can see that the sale is happening on 01 3 2099, then 02 3 2099, and there are no other sales corresponding to product ID 102. Then these are the records corresponding to 102, and there are only consecutive sales happening for the particular product, that is 102. Hence 102 should not be part of the output because there are no non-consecutive days sale happening for that particular product ID. Hence that should not be part of the output. And the same thing which we saw for product ID 101 is happening again for product ID 103. That is, non-consecutive days sales are happening for product ID 103. Hence 103 should also be part of the output. So these are the 3 days on which corresponding to product ID 103 sale is happening. And when we go through these three sale date, we can see that product sale is happening on non-consecutive days. That is, one sale happen on 03 3 2099, and then another sale is happening on 06 3 2099, which are non-consecutive days. Hence that should also be part of the output. Hence in the final output we only require product ID 101 and product ID 103, for which sales are happening on non-consecutive days. Now let us go back to SSMS and see how we can crack the logic and write query for the same. So we will start with a select clause. And in this question, we will see two methods of solving the query. So the first method, we are going to use the concept of self join. For that, we will write a select clause, select star from the table sales underscore product. And this table we will name as S1. So the area's name will be S1. And now we will do an inner join with the same table. That is inner join sales underscore products. And this table we will name as S2. And now we have to write the join condition, that is on S1 dot product ID. So the join condition will be based on product ID column, product ID equal S2 dot product ID. This is the join condition. Now execute the query and see what is the result we are getting. Execute, and we have a result where we have all the columns from sale product table, that is the S1 table, and all the columns from sale products table, that is the S2 table. So there are duplicate columns coming from both the tables S1 and S2. Now we have to write a where condition, that is where we have to specify the difference between sale date from the first table, that is S1 table, and sale date from the second table, S2 table, should be greater than 1. That is date diff. For that, we will make use of the function date diff. And the first argument will be day, that is the interval. Then the second argument will be sale date. Here, we will consider sale date from the S2 table as first column or first expression. So, S2 dot sale underscore date, comma, S1 dot sale underscore date, close parenthesis, and this should be greater than 1. Now, execute the query and see what is the result we are getting. Execute, and we have a result where we have condition satisfied for that particular where condition we wrote, that is date diff, that is the date difference between s2 dot sale date and s1 dot sale date should be greater than 1. Only then the records will be appearing in the result. Now we don't require column from both the table, that is from both the tables we don't require product id column. We only require product id column from either of the table because we are anyway doing join with the same table, hence we are using the concept of self join. Now we only require either of the column, that is product ID column from S1 table or product ID column from S2 table. So what we will do here is instead of star, we will write S1 dot product ID. Now execute, and we will only get one column, that is the product ID column from S1 table. That is the sale product table. Now here the product ID is getting duplicated. So one more thing we will do here, that is we will write a distinct, execute, and we will get product ID or product that were sold on 2 or more non-consecutive days. This is the result based on the first method, that is the self-join method. Now we will move on to second method. We will make use of the concept of lag window function. So for that, we will again write a select clause, select star from the same table, that is sales underscore products. Now execute, and then we will write the lag window function. Execute, and we have the columns from sale products table. Now we will make use of the lag window function, that is comma lag open and close parenthesis. First we have to provide the column or expression based on which we have to create the new column. So here the expression will be sale date, sale underscore date, and the offset will be 1. And when there are no valid input or no valid result, we can give default value as null. And then we have to write the over close, over open and close parenthesis, and we have to write the partition. Here partition will be based on product id column, that is product underscore id. Now we have to write the order by clause, that is order by should be based on sale date column, sale underscore date should be in ascending order. Now this is the previous sale day, so we will name the column as previous underscore sales underscore date. Now execute this, and we will get a new column, that is the previous sale date column. For each particular product id, that is the partition we have given within the lag window function, we have created a new column, that is the previous sale date column for that particular product id. Now we have to compare the sale date column and previous sale date with respect to each record. For that, what we will do here is we will place the first query within a CTE, that is T1 as open and close parenthesis. Now we will write select star from T1, and in the where clause we have to specify that condition, that is where again we will make use of the function, that is date diff function, date diff open and close parenthesis. First argument will be the interval, that is day, and second argument will be previous sale date, that is the start date, previous sale date, and the second argument with respect to date will be sale date, that is sale underscore date. Now this should be greater than 1. Now execute, and let us see what is the result we are getting. Execute, and we can see that we have 2 record corresponding to which that particular condition is satisfied. Now the only thing we have to do here is instead of star, we have to write a distinct product underscore id column from the result that we have obtained. Now execute this, and we will get only product id column from the result, that is product id 101 and 103, which we initially saw as the expected output we have obtained using both of the method. And these are the 2 product id corresponding to which non-consecutive days sales are happening. So once more going through the first method, we can see we use the concept of self join here, joining the same table, that is the sale products column, with the same table, that is the sales product table, and using the condition with respect to date column from the first table S1 and second table S2. We are creating a where condition based on which we are filtering the record, and finally we are simply writing a distinct with respect to either of the column, that is the product ID column, from S1 table or S2 table, and obtaining the output. That is the first method with respect to self join. In second method, we are using the concept of lag window function and creating a new column, that is the previous sale date column, with respect to the sale date column, and based on that new column created, again we are writing a condition where we have to find the difference between previous sale date and sale date, and check if that particular condition is greater than 1, and then if that is satisfied, then we have to obtain the product ID. Here also we are writing a distinct with respect to product ID, and finally obtaining the output, and in both the method we have obtained the same output, which is the product ID 101 and 103. The table script to create the table will be provided in description. You can copy it from there and create the table. If you like this video, check out our channel for similar content. Please share your thoughts as comments and share the video with your friends if you like this. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more. Thank you.